Just added a slither of primer there, so let's just rub that down, get some blue on there. Welcome back for another part of the Ferrari build. I spent quite a bit of time on it, which you can't really see here. I basically repainted it because I wasn't happy with the finish. So I pre-painted it and it was all looking good, and then I started wet flatting and machine polishing the front end, and I'd left it for not enough time to harden, so it started to rub through the lacquer. So I'm just about to put some primer on there, and then I'll probably lacquer the front end again. Yes, bit of a disaster there. Such is life. Just doing some final stopper work on the boot lid and the bonnet. I'll put a bit more primer on those when I prime this wing. Painted inside with some black. Just need to go over that. Yes, let's put some primer on it. Okay, this is a slightly time extended update. Repainted it again, say third time lucky. Fairly happy with it now. So I'm going to leave it for at least a week before I flat and polish it. So for the time being, I think I'm going to be running on the electric motor to start with, because the V12 is realistically 6 months away. It's quite a lot of work, and then not only the amount of work to build the engine and get it running, but then to fit it, exhaust system, drive system, cooling system, fuel system, electronics. It's quite a lot of extra parts, and I normally only spend 1 day a week, usually Saturdays, to do this project, which is why I think we're approaching a year at the moment in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, let's just go through a couple of bits that I've been looking at for the drive system. Cooling wise, actually, just that's a PC water cooling radiator, a 240, so twice the normal width. Simple catch tank with a radiator cap. I'll probably run it 0 pressure, but it's got a pressure cap on it. A couple of rubber mounts for the engine. These are clutches, so centrifugal clutches. This one is just a 1-to-1 drive, so the bell is literally the sprocket. It's just a straight shaft. These are off sort of pit bikes, small quad bikes, things like that, which should sort of handle the power. This is a 4-to-1 drive gearbox, which is the type I'll probably use. So that's the clutch bell. Obviously the centrifugal clutch section will fit on the flywheel on the end of the engine, and that will step it down on a 4-to-1 ratio. You can see it goes around pretty slowly compared to the flywheel side. That will then give me sprockets to fit on here from, again, a quad bike. So I'll probably run another 4-to-1 to the prop shaft. Prop shaft drive, I was going to use this originally. This is a 2-stage universal joint with ball bearings in it. It's quite heavy, it must weigh like a couple of kilos. I'm trying to keep the whole engine project to 20 kilos, which is, it's going to take the car up to about 100 kilos final weight. So I just need to be careful and see whether I can lighten different things. That's just a normal universal joint, just a single type. And then I found this one, which is like a cush drive. It's got a rubberized plastic drive centre, which just gives it misalignment, any vibration, damping. So I'll probably use this, maybe drill some holes in it, try and get it a bit lighter, because it's, again, this is quite heavy. Prop shaft, probably just a tube. I've just got a bar there just to show the position of it. And then at the back axle, I was going to use this one-to-one drive gearbox and then run a universal joint on this side and a sprocket on here to a go-kart sprocket on the back axle. But again, this is heavy, although it's quite a neat setup, and it gets me my my bevel gear drive. I thought actually I'll just buy the bevel gears. So these are the bevel gears out of this box. They're hardened, and then I'll just bore this out to fit the axle and make a kind of bearing arrangement to support this one on the prop shaft, and that'll keep it neat. I suppose they're exposed gears, but they're pretty hard. Probably just need greasing every now and then. Might make a little gearbox cover up to keep the dirt out. We'll see how it goes, but I think this is a lot lighter, and I can put that straight on the prop shaft and this straight on the axle, rather than using this, which would entail an extra universal joint and then sprockets, carriers, chain. So yeah, that is what I'm thinking about for the drive section. I've ordered some bits and pieces to start the interior next, because I'll be starting to build the car up now. Now it's painted. The doors, bonnet and boot aren't painted yet, but they'll be done. I'll do those one evening. And then I'll be starting to build it up, put the interior in, dashboard, seats, etc. And try and make provisions for adding the engine at a later date, as soon as that's up and running. Thanks for watching. See you next week.